Lawrence Hill, the author of Book of Negroes, or The Book of Negroes, and he was brought here in conjunction with the Historica Dominion Institute as part of Black History Month and the launching of the Black History in Canada Education Guide. We're using the book as a jumping off point for investigating a variety of aspects of Black history, primarily the movement of former slaves into Canada from the United States, the impact of slavery on Canada, the types of people who came in, why they came in, that sort of thing.
The story of the Book of Negroes, this document, why did I call this book the Book of Negroes? This is a British military ledger kept by the British Navy in 1783 to record the flight of African Americans who fled slavery, who served the British on the losing side of the American Revolution, and then who are rewarded for their wartime service by coming to Nova Scotia, where they expect to find freedom and equality after having served the British in the war. They're sadly disappointed. Many of them are enslaved or indentured or oppressed in Nova Scotia, and they vote with their feet. 10 years later, about a third of them turn around and leave Nova Scotia and go to form the colony of Freetown in Sierra Leone on the coast of West Africa, 10 years after they've arrived in Nova Scotia from Manhattan. What did I hope to achieve by writing it, and to what degree do I feel I've been successful? Well, I just wanted to satisfy this beating in my own heart. You know, I wanted to get the story down. When you write, you know, it's a little bit like stopping dying. It's a little bit like, if death is sort of like sand slipping between your fingers. You grab the sand and you hold it, and you write in order to grab hold of life and to say, there, I got it, I nailed it. There's something in this story that was so important to me that I had to write it and sort of fix it in time and get it on the page, just like a photographer would get a photo on the page, or a painter would get an image on the canvas. And somehow getting that image, that story, getting that love, you know, onto the page is a way of celebrating life and really defying death and defying sort of an ignorance of our own past and our own history. And so really I was hoping to celebrate life in the most loving way I know how, working-wise, and that is just to try to write a really beautiful novel that people would remember and that would touch them and get them thinking and talking.